You don't need to learn how to manifest. You've been doing it your entire life. Hello everyone, this is Kevlan, and here we talk about science, esoteric teachings, in order to give you a better understanding of who you are and the reality we live in. I hope everybody is keeping well, and in today's video I wanted to talk about manifestation. And there is a lot of people out there, whether it's on YouTube or other social media, that have been talking about manifestation and the process of manifestation. And I wanted to add my perspective, my insights, and a little difference, because to me, manifestation, we don't have to do anything to manifest. Manifestation is our natural state of being. By having life through this body, by having life, flowing through this body, we manifest the same as our heart is beating every single second. We manifest every single second. It's just by being in that body, by having our consciousness being in this body, we will manifest our life just by observing it. So manifestation, we don't have to do it. We don't have to do anything to manifest. We don't have to think about it. We don't have to do any practices. It's the same as our heart is beating. We just manifest every single second. So instead of talking about manifestation, I wanted to talk about conscious manifestation, because again, we don't have to do anything to manifest. This is our natural state of being, and just by being alive, we just manifest. However, as I mentioned in multiple times in my previous videos, in this channel, I always said that we don't manifest what we desire, we don't manifest what we want, we manifest what we are. And it's all about the energetic signature that we hold, we carry, and based on this, that's how we're going to attract, and that's what we're going to manifest. So the same frequencies that we carry will just come back to us and manifest the life that we have. So instead of talking about manifestation, I wanted to talk about conscious manifestation. Because again, manifestation happens no matter what we do, no matter we think about it or not, we're just going to manifest it. And most of the time, the way it happens is going to be unconscious. So whatever we're going to attract into our life is going to be based on an unconscious process that are going to manifest and get and appear, take form into our life. So what I wanted to talk about specifically today is what I call conscious manifestation. Conscious manifestation is really being able to become and embody the energy or the frequencies that we want to attract, or the frequency or the energy of the experience that we want to attract into our life. So it's really becoming that experience before the experience is coming to us. And I really see this process as 3 different steps, and 3 very different, distinct steps that we need to follow. And some of the steps may be easy, but I want to share my experience also with those steps. And really the step number one is what I call the electric signal, the masculine side of creation. We always need the feminine and masculine for manifestation, for creation. And the step number one is all about the electric signal, or the masculine aspect of manifestation, which is the vision. And when I talk about the vision or the thoughts, is really about having a very clear and specific vision and thoughts about what you want to manifest or what you want to experience. And what is important through this step is, and I can share with, like, when I look at myself and when I try to sometime conscious manifest something, and I have a hard time to have a very specific vision, I'm going to manifest something that not necessarily that I wanted, just because my vision was not specific enough. For example, if you want to manifest a car, for example, and your vision is you see a picture of the car you want to have, and that's the vision that you have. You have a picture of the car you want to have. It's not specific enough, because what you're going to manifest is not the car, it's the picture of the car. So you're gonna see the car everywhere, or you're gonna see picture of the cars, but the car is not gonna become yours. So perhaps this is where you need to be more detailed, more specific about what vision you can have to make your mind understand that it's yours. So perhaps having the car in your garage, that can be the vision, or having the insurance document with the name, with your name and the model of the car. Like really having those very specific details will really help your mind, your subconscious mind, to really attract and have a very specific vision and a very specific signal that you're going to send to the universe. So really step number one is what I call the electric signal, the masculine side of creation, which is a vision. And here you want to be as specific as possible, as detailed as possible. Perhaps you want to write, all the details in a piece of paper of what you want to experience and the end results of this experience. Perhaps you want to have, sometimes what I do is I use AI to generate an image that will be very specific, and that image I can see it with my eyes open, so that when I close my eyes to really try to consciously manifest what I want, I have in my with my eyes closed, I have this picture of this image that I generated with my AI. You want perhaps have a vision board. That's why some people, they have very vision board with very specific things that will remind them specific experiences they want to have. And then when they practice this conscious manifestation, then they can have very specific pictures, very specific details of whatever they want to attract, whatever they want to manifest. So that's really step number one, is having this very detailed, specific vision. Step number two is what I call the magnetic signal, or whatever is come back to us. We send the signal, that's the electric, we send it, and then it comes back to us, which is the magnetic signal, what I call the feminine aspect of manifestation. And it's all about the feeling. So having this feeling that you will have if you already had this experience. How would you feel experiencing whatever you want to attract? How would you feel if it was already yours? So it's really about opening your heart and trying to be as a state of gratitude as much as possible. And what I do sometimes, especially when I have more challenging days where I'm feeling more contracted and it's a little bit harder for me to open my heart and feel that feeling of gratitude, is I really try to think of something that will remind me this feeling of gratitude. And to me, it's my daughter. I have a very special relationship with my daughter. And it's very easy for me to be in that state of gratitude, or to feel that feeling of gratitude when I think of her. So that's one way to open my heart, and being in that state when you have this vision or whatever you want to consciously manifest, is having this state of gratitude. So whatever will whatever things will help you, it's whether thinking of a place or thinking of someone or something that will really help you being in that state of gratitude, because again, that's a magnetic signal. And the most powerful we can feel that state of gratitude, the faster we can attract and manifest the vision that we have. And step number three, which is to me the hardest, at least for me, for my experience, when I try to consciously manifest something, it has been the hardest, is surrender. Because again, once it's already yours, you don't think about it. If you want a car and you have it, you don't think of having a car anymore because you already have it. So it's really about surrendering and knowing that it's already yours, so that you don't think about it, and you live your life in that state of happiness, gratitude, because you already have what you want, you already have what you desire, and you live in that state. So it's really about the embodiment. The embodiment is the union of the masculine, of the signals that we send, and the feminine, the magnetic signal that comes back to us. And the union of both is really the embodiment of knowing that you already have it, or you already experienced it. And that's the hardest part, because the mind always wants to step in, always wants to control how it has to happen, and what things what do we need to experience, and it's all about the control and how it has to come to us. But the thing is, when the mind is stepping in with trying to control the how, or trying to predict the how, we live in a lack. We live in a state that we don't have it, because if we have it, we don't think about it. So it's really about being able to Now have the mind step in and becoming what we want, becoming that experience and becoming the union again. And that's, how we create life in this world, the union of a man and a woman. So the union of the masculine signal and the feminine signal, that's how we manifest the life we want. So it's really the embodiment of the experience, the embodiment of the frequency that of the experience we want to manifest. So that's really the step number 3. So I just wanted to share, this approach and more practical approach on how to consciously manifest something, because again, manifestation is our natural state of being. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to think about it. We just manifest every single second. But now we can use this mechanism to consciously manifest what we want, to consciously attract or create what we want. And that requires a little bit more effort, because we never be taught that, how it works. We've never been taught that we want to live our life more with more consciousness, with more awareness, and not being in the unconscious running the show all the time. So if this video helps you to have a better understanding of conscious manifestation, subscribe to my channel, like the video. It really helps with visibility and the algorithm. Also, I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear what you've manifested and what you're very proud in your life, what you've consciously manifested in your past, or what you're trying to manifest, or perhaps what your process of manifestation, something that really works for you. I would love to hear from you. If you could put in the comments and share where you are and share your experience, that would be amazing. It will really help also with the YouTube algorithm. Also, I left the link down below, the link for my book, The Science of Breaking Free, where I provide more theory and more science-based information about manifestation and about a lot of different topics to really give you a better understanding of who you are, as well as the reality we live in. So check it out. It's on Amazon, as well as, and I also put in the link down below my website with my services. If you want to work with me, if you want to talk to me, I would love to hear from you. In the meantime, I wish you well, and I'll see you in the next one.